Measure FF raised the citywide minimum wage from $9 an hour to $12.25 per hour. Measure FF was unique in that it was a 36% increase in the minimum wage overnight. Traditionally, wage increases are phased in over time so that it gives businesses the opportunity to adjust pricing incrementally. Labor is the highest expense in the industry, and we operate on razor-thin margins as it is. So we were concerned, definitely I'd say even a little scared. And that actually led us to reach out to other owners that we knew in Oakland. People were thinking about switching entirely to a tipless model, and some actually went forward with that model, like Homestead over on Piedmont Ave.
It terrified me, to be honest. So we set out to come up with a plan, and what we came up with was a no-tip policy, where we raise our prices 20%, and then we can then divide up that revenue fairly amongst the entire staff depending on their contributions to the business. Under the old system, if you had a $100 bill, a guest was expected to leave 20% in additions. That $20 goes to a very small percentage of the staff. They're essentially making 2.5 times what the total number of employees are making. The new model, instead of taking in $100, we're going to take in $120. It just gets divided up differently. Within this new structure, because there's no more gratuities and I pay on an hourly rate or salary rate, every step up, I'm able to provide a higher salary with more responsibility, which is the way it should be.
If I was working in an establishment where we weren't allowed to be tipped, I would quit. It's the only reason that we do this, quite honestly, in terms of making our money. Even with the higher minimum wage, it still doesn't compare to what we could make in a good night.
We did an item-by-item increase anywhere from 10 to 20%. I'm concerned that our monthly wages are going to get to a point where we can't raise prices comparably to offset them. If that expense keeps growing, people are going to have to make hard choices.